On Orville, I don't know if this is transferred to England yet, but it's, who's seen Galaxy Quest? Alan Rickman, I love Galaxy Quest. That is a movie that is survived by the writing. It could have been a silly piece of nonsense that was just a couple of gags strung together. But the story is so strong, the movie is actually really good, and Alan Rickman is, of course, always wonderful. But Seth McFarlane talks about this idea. You have to tell the stories of your life. You stumble upon things by saying this happened and that happened, or I had a friend to whom this happened, right? One of my early episodes of Touched by an Angel had to do with a couple who was going to having a baby and they found out it was going to have Down syndrome. And then they had to make the decision, were they capable of being the parents of a handicapped child? And of course there was the moment where they could have chosen abortion, they did not, but they had that discussion, right? Because drama is built around making a choice. And that's probably the biggest choice a person could ever make, right? So that was built on the fact that somebody in the room one day, that was happening in their cousin's family. And they were talking about it and how they've been on the phone with them. And we thought, oh my gosh, that's an excellent story to try to move into. And why would you, what are the possible reasons you would make this choice? What are the reasons you would be talked out of making this choice? How do you deal with that problem? It just came up in personal conversation. So being a good conversationalist makes you a good writer, because you can tell stories about your life and your friends' lives.